let's go. Let's see. Who do I haul? This packages. So what's this? Key fragments. Huh. Different. Alright. Quiz, Clan XP. Test, Crucial, Van Smith. Hello, hello, hello. This is... Converting my aquarium to a terrarium for my geckos was an absolutely horrible idea. Because now I can actually watch them doing stuff and it's going to ruin my productivity. I just glanced over and it looks like Eris is peeking around one of the turrets of the castle. Let's see if I can snag this. Oh, come on, exposure work. Come on. There we go. Sitting up there. I did manage to get a couple of shots. Good. Postmaster is not yet out of space.
Hi there.
Have anything? I got those. Aha. Delete.
Done.
Oh, I can take both of them. Excellent.
Slain any bards?
Eververse is at your service.
Ooh! What did I get? I got a ghost shell. I got this one. This is the exact thing I just picked up. Huh. Well, I hope you took the root beer out to dinner first. Telemetry, public defender, increased loot from public events on all destinations. Oh, well that's interesting. The design is rather plain, but la 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 la. Heroic public events.
Another satisfied customer.
Power weapon multi-kills. Cabal defeated close range weapon kills. Resources collected. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah, that'll work. Come see me again, Guardian.
My life has changed so much.
Okay, let's see. What do I need to do? She is still in that position there. It's amazing. Usually they get up on the castle and they'll kind of crawl up it and crawl down it. And she is just sitting there, like guarding stuff. It's so funny. Alright, solstice bounties. I need to at least get one of those.
Yes.
You know what? I probably do. Hang on. Yep, Hulu's running. Goodbye, Hulu. Void weapons, defeat enemy combatants in strikes. So let's collect captured void energy from defeating hive combatants. Bounties with a void subclass equipped.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yes, she did do that back during the holiday Christmas stuff. It's a good memory. It's been 8 months ago.
It's just right.
So yeah, or in the first game, you could go and buy shaders and emblems from her, and emblems are these things down here. So these little doodads that'll go across the top of the screen up there. Yeah, hopefully it will too. Or hopefully it will. Why did I say 2 on the end of that? That makes no sense. Oh, she came down. She is waggling her tail like she did the other day. That is weird. I've never seen one do it that much. I mean, she's got it lifted up in the air and it's going back and forth like a snake. She came down off of the castle and she's climbing very slowly underneath the tree branch and around a rock. And she's breathing like, I can see her throat. She's breathing real deep and fairly quick. And her tail is just kind of snaking through the air. It's so weird. What is she doing? I'm wondering if, well, usually they're very mellow, so when they get worked up, it's usually over something important. But she's like staring at the rock, and it's like, you know, her nose is right up against it. Yeah, I don't know if it's just, you know, been too many changes lately or what, or something. And as for Smaug, I have not seen her lay anything, so I don't know. I kind of cleaned up what got left behind the other day. Usually when they hear stuff like that, it's just, or when they're, you know, looking for worms and different things like that, they're more alert than anything. It's like they primarily key off of the movement of their prey as opposed to the sound. But anytime that I've seen them going after something to eat, their movements are sharper and quicker and kind of jerky a little bit, if that makes any sense. This is much more like she's being incredibly cautious, and I don't know, it seems more like she feels maybe she's being threatened by something. I don't know. She was doing that the other night, and then she just bolted across to the other side of the tank in an instant. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Yeah, my little guy, my new beardy, he just likes to, it seems like he likes to flip-flop on different ends of the tank. Because of the way I've got it set up, I've got logs that kind of go up towards the top, and one's on one end of the tank, one's on the other, so he can reach the light. But yesterday he was on the right side of the tank, and today he's been on the left side of the tank, and it's like he hasn't moved Well, that's the thing with the water. They only drink typically from being misted and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep them misted. Oh, in the back of the head. But I gotta say, for the majority of Parr's life, I have not had a water dish in his tank, and he has done just fine. They're from very arid. What the crap? That guy just disappeared. They live in very arid regions of Australia, and they don't typically drink a lot of water. They tend to lick it off of stuff, after it condenses in the morning and stuff like that, and they get the majority of the water they need from their food. Huh. Well, that's different. I missed Parr, and he's just like, he kind of sits there, and he's like, okay, I'm wet. What should I do with this? I don't know. Of course, every one of them's different. And they definitely have their own personalities. But, I'm seriously thinking of at least running to PetSmart either tomorrow or Friday just to see what they've got. Because if they've got anything that's decent looking and healthy looking, because now that I've got space for a second one, I'm like, I want a second one. And, part of me is concerned that he might not make it. So, it would be unfortunate if he didn't survive, but at this point, it's not like having a dog. Right, and that's the thing. Well, I didn't say I was going to necessarily get one. It was just, I would look. I don't remember Parr being this uninterested in eating. I wish I could remember more accurately when I had him, when he was much younger. But, I don't know. One of those things. Oh, boy. Well, I was hoping I was going to get to work on Stan a little more tonight, but it looks like probably won't be doing that, since I spent an hour and 20 minutes past my normal quitting time today. Complete destination bounties. Okay.
Watch out. There's another injection rig headed your way.
But it was good last night. I mean, it was only like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is better than no minutes. And I got a little bit of his shirt done.
This is why people have problems. Still in one piece?
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Oh, maybe it's got something to do with all the hostile aliens everywhere I go. Generate orbs, get melee kills, and get solar kills.
Be careful with that.
Ah. Well, thanks. Even though I'm like, it's not even close to done yet, but thank you. You know what, let's use the Go figure. $750 there. 750, 738, 748. Ooh, I heard ya.
Stay sharp.
Did I just kill? Oh my goodness. I killed 2 enemies with a single burst from this pulse rifle. It fires 3 bullets, and one of them caught the last bullet. Well, that's the thing. I mean, in the years that I, when I was doing this more regularly, one thing that I've learned rather quickly is that when it comes to portrait work, there are very few hard edges to work with. It's, you kind of lay in the predominant outlines of, the actual edges of stuff, like when you got clothing, especially, and if anyone's wearing glasses or anything like that, that hard physical edge is, gonna make a line that you gotta lay in first. But most of the stuff in between those edges is all shading. So, like, even wrinkles in the skin, hair especially, and stuff like that is just mostly accomplished by, representing how light and shadow plays off of the surfaces of stuff. So, it's like when you're drawing someone's nose, unless they're in profile, it's going to be the only hard lines that you're going to have are like the edges of the nostril, and even then sometimes you won't, depending on the angle that the photo was taken, or the lighting and stuff like that. So, but yeah, typically you get like the outside of the head, the eyes, any clothing, and mouth, teeth, things like that. But it always looks weird before you lay in the shadows and stuff. At least to me it does. And I've been doing this for years. And it just looks unusual. Because, human eye is used to seeing things in their completed state, typically. It's not like when you see a person, your brain builds all of the, the basic lines and then lays in all the shadows and the color and all that kind of stuff. It's all already there, but to reproduce it, you have to do it that way, so. Hey. Forget how much fun this gun is. There's so many guns in this game. Even if you only play with the good ones, it's still just a crap load of guns. Bounties completed. Alright, so what am I looking at? Bounties here. Ba-da-dum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Solar kills. Forgot. Solar kills, melee kills, and orbs of light. And I'm running around killing with the wrong dang gun. Howdy, fellas. Oh, what the? There you go. Take it in the face like a man. Blow your brains all over Mars. Ha 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 ha! Ooh, did it hurt? I hope it hurt. You douche. Now, speaking of douches, this chick that was driving down 240 while I was heading home thought it would be a good idea to be in the fast lane to my left. I was in the middle lane, and there was a semi-truck in the right lane. And she was slightly behind me, and the truck was like right next to me. And for some reason, she thought, you know what would be cool is if I just changed lanes right now, right behind this other guy. Oh, and do it with about, no, a foot in between the two of us at like 60, 65 miles an hour. And, well, I persuaded her otherwise. And at first I just kind of gently slowed down. And she was still kind of like lazily drifting over into my lane. And I was like, no, this is a bad idea. You know, you're right behind me. You're way too close. There's a big truck right next to us. This is a bad idea. Well, she didn't figure that out the first time. So then I kind of lightly tapped the brakes. Still didn't get the message. So I just kind of, I didn't like brake check her hard, but just pumped the brakes a little bit and slowed down to where she was like, okay, I guess I won't do that. So she stayed in her lane, and then I kind of just took off and put about three, 4, 5 car lengths in between she and I, and then got around the truck. I was like, I'm not in the mood for your idiocy tonight. It's like, kiss my red, white, and blue grits and get away. Ooh. Chest covered in hive barnacles. I know they're not actually barnacles, but they kind of... No. I have an exceptionally low tolerance for stupidity. Oh, I did hear somebody special. Here, play with that. Oh, and have that one too. Merry Christmas. Come on, you big butt munch. Yeehaw! Ugh. That royally pisses me off. Like, you're in the wrong lane for that speed, you're on your phone, you're distracted, you're probably going to get somebody hurt. Unacceptable. They made that illegal in Tennessee for you to have your phone in your hand. Fortunately, people are still doing it. Cops can't be everywhere at once. Sure would be nice, though. For real, if I was Batman around here, I mostly would be cracking down on horrible drivers. Okay, so I need melee kills now. Yeah, which to me is kind of I don't know. Whoa, brother. Oh, good. Holy cow. All right. Ooh, I heard a treasure chest. Yummy, yummy loot. But yeah, doing that is just kind of... It's like going to the hospital to get chemo for your cancer, and they're like, oh, and since you're here, here's some vitamin C because you got a cold. It's become an epidemic, and it has led to fatal accidents, and it needs to be... Well, I can be rather descriptive verbally, but it needs to be eradicated. Now, you know, I understand, you know, we live in a technological age. Being able to be in contact with other people, especially, you know, in between places that would normally have a phone, is a great advancement. But to allow it to distract you from, you know, being a good driver, it's just unacceptable. People's lives are at stake. You were an operation of typically somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 pounds, sometimes even more than that, of metal and glass, rubber, plastic, all of that kind of crap. And all it takes is a split second to make a mistake that could rob someone of a loved one for the rest of their lives. And oh, jeez, really? Well, that sucks. Hang on, let me see if... Let's see if I turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone. If that helps anything. I will say that on my end, I have had extremely few issues with my connection, or it would seem. I've gotten no warnings about trying to connect to the servers. It didn't tell me that the internet quality is insufficient, so... Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, I'm sorry. There we go. Stab in the face! Stab in the face! Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Hey, I got the melee one! Rock and roll! Doodly doo, diddly dee. Yo, diddly dee. Yippee-ki-yay! Complete destination bounties. I did that. And now these boots should be good. Alright, so I got the bounties covered. I need 2 more Nessus public events to complete. The boots, playlist strikes, Crucible and Gambit solar orbs. And this requires adventures. There's an adventure on Mars I can do. That will qualify. Die, sucker! Dang, somebody's kind of going hog wild here with their... Ooh, treasure. Barnacles. You know, it's funny. I realize that I have seen too much SpongeBob episodes when I start swearing like they do on SpongeBob. And one of the ones that I've begun to use is Mother of Pearl. Oh, now that's just rude, dude. You do not blow up my space bike and get away with it. Oh, you do not kill me and get away with it. Oh, I'm coming for you, son. And now I'm just gonna blow up your tank because I can. Dude, that's just... There we go. Whoa! Hey! All of a sudden, that must be why it was way messed up. It just popped up a notification on my screen, and it completely kicked me off of Mars here. So yeah, it must have been something on this end. Maybe on the server end of things there. In the Bungie land. Oh, hang on. Let me turn my Wi-Fi back on. And now my lizards seem to want to be contortionists. They are so weird. Removed from the game world. Please try again. There may be a problem with your internet connection. No. Problem with your internet connection, you dingus. Alright, is it doing anything now? Or does it look normal? Hello? Oh. What the crap? Yeah, it's pretty blurry. Yeah, it's weird. It says you're not even watching right now. It says I have zero watchers. Now I just clicked on the one. Okay. Back to Mars. Let's do this thing that I was trying to do a minute ago. Did you happen to see the photo, one of the ones that I sent last night, where Slim was in between two of the hides, but she was sideways? Yeah, now it does. It actually says I got 2 people watching. Yay, Mars. Wonder if Matt Damon is still down there having trouble. I know he's not. I saw the movie. But it's funny. But yeah, it was a funny picture because she's like on her side, peeking out between the 2 hides, and it, from the perspective of being outside the tank, it looks like, oh, escalation. I don't want escalation. Get out of my way. But yeah, it looked like she was just grinning ear to ear, and I was like, you are a goofball goober. But I gotta say, she has done remarkably well for having metabolic bone disease. Thought for sure that she wasn't gonna make it, but she has hung in there. You don't have what? Oh,
I'm picking up a weird
it
sort of
might have been
static and it's
posted
messing with my gear.
on
Can you find out what's
Facebook.
causing it?
Get rid of that crap. And we'll get rid of this crap. And this crap. Crap, crap, crap. You know what? Let's just roll with these. Because why not? Ugh. That's not cool. Wait a minute. Hello. Hive tech collected. Need to take out hive. Reload! Oh, this adventure. I remember this one. Hey, sit still, you skink. Okay. Oh my lord. Six.
Anna, the Hive were carrying pieces of a machine.
Ugh, I hate when bugs decide to build something. It's always unpleasant. There's more static coming from the tunnels. We can't have experimental Hive tech out in the wild. Shut it down.
Well, I suppose I could try restarting the PlayStation and see if that does anything. I hear you, you sneaky little...
It's a signal amplifier. They're calling something.
Yeah, that's not something good. My little shield is whack. Missed me, loser. Ah, you guys really suck. Ah, great. Now it's telling
I got a
me.
fragment of the message. Savathun, emerge from the deep. Take our power.
Popped up a notification on my screen that said, "Attention, contacting Destiny 2 servers." Hate seeing that. Downright awful. Reload. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. All y'all suck. Yeah, shoot this. That's right.
Nice work. I'll spend some time wrapping my head around all of this. It's Hive, so I'm sure it's going to be strange. But at its core, their magic is still just science. I'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay. I was so focused on killing ugly aliens that I missed what you were referring to when you're saying, "Not me, I'm fantastic." Oh. Yeah, obviously that was directed at the terrible aliens. Stop it, Facebook. I didn't tell you to automatically give me audio. Usually question marks are preceded by an actual question.
There's a record here. Sighting. Let's work together.
Come on, let's work together. Oh, goodness. Festus. Heroic. I won't do that. Attention, contacting Destiny 2 servers. But munch. Let's see, how much of this have I got done? A whopping 35%. Yeah, I was, because I was just scrolling while the, screen was loading, and it was automatically, you know, uh, videos and stuff with the audio turned all the way up. And I was just like, no, 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 didn't ask for that, no. Alright. Die, you floating space witch! Interact. How about no? How about I just sit on it? Ah, nice. Well, sorry it's not working right. Thank you. Oh, did somebody... No problem. Hopefully next time it works.